Are you trying to learn Indonesian but you don't know where to start? And if learning on your own feels random and confusing, then this video is meant for you. Hi, I'm Hani Kalista, a certified Indonesian teacher as a foreign language. I have been teaching Indonesian since 2013. This lesson video is designed for absolute beginners and for those who have learned Bahasa Indonesia before but still feel confused. In this video, you will learn to understand how Indonesian language really works, from affixes, formal and informal usage, and building correct and clear sentences. You will learn step by step in a structured way so you can build a strong foundation from the start. If you want to learn the Indonesian alphabet first, I have created a video about it and I will put the link in the description box. Now, let's begin our lesson.
Lesson 1. How the Indonesian language works.
First, Indonesian has no gender. No masculine, no feminine, there is only one form. Second, there is no verb conjugation and no tenses. The verb never changes. For example, the word makan means to eat, unlike English, where we have eat, ate, eaten, and eating. In Bahasa Indonesia, the word makan stays the same. It is used for past, present, and future. Because of this, Indonesian also doesn't use to be verb like is, are, or am the way English does. So, how do we talk about time? Indonesian uses time markers, also called time expressions, such as hari ini, sekarang, besok, and many more. Third, Indonesian sentence structure usually follows subject, predicate, object, which is similar to English. Well, so far, it sounds simple, right? But learning Bahasa Indonesia is not as easy as people think. In Bahasa Indonesia, we have affixes, and many Indonesians use passive sentences, and also their own local dialects, even their own local languages. So before we continue our lesson, we need to understand first about these important things.
What are affixes?
Affixes are added to a root word to change its functions and meaning. And they are mostly used in formal Indonesian, especially in writing. In Bahasa Indonesia, there are many types of affixes. But it is very important to understand that as a beginner, you don't need to learn all affixes right now because you can learn all of them later. What is more important at the beginning is to understand what affixes do and why they exist. Many beginners often ask about affixes me and ber because they appear a lot in verbs. For example, lihat and melihat, main and bermain. What is the difference? So here is the most important rule that you need to understand about affixes. If two words have the same meaning, native speakers will usually use the shorter form for speaking. But if the meaning is different, then you must use the word with affix. For example, lihat and melihat. These two words have the same meaning, to see. So Indonesian native speakers will use lihat for speaking because it's shorter. Another example, main and bermain. Main and bermain have the same meaning, to play. So for speaking, Indonesians will say main instead of bermain because main is shorter.
Formal, informal, and local dialect.
Formal Indonesian is used in official writing such as letters, proposals, reports, and news or articles, and informal situations such as having a speech. Informal Indonesian is used in daily conversation and informal texting. That's why you will hear many Indonesians speak informal Indonesian the most. Then there are also local dialects. Local dialects are influenced by local languages, and each region has its own dialect. Anyway, don't worry. Even a native speaker like me, we don't understand all local dialects and languages. Because Indonesia has hundreds of local dialects and languages, and no one expects you to learn them all. If you don't understand when an Indonesian says something, it's completely fine to ask, what does it mean? By saying, maksudnya, or apa artinya. That's normal even for Indonesian when we hear other Indonesians use their own local dialects and languages. So now that you understand how Indonesian language really works, we are ready to start learning about sentences. I also have Indonesian useful verb flashcard that you can use, and you can find the link in the descriptions box. Flashcards make memorizing new words much easier. They help you recognize and remember vocabulary faster. Knowing and memorizing vocabulary is the first step. To be able to understand and speak Indonesian, you also need listening practice. That's why I have prepared a podcast and an audiobook specifically for beginner so you can practice listening anytime, anywhere with easy, useful vocabulary. You can find all the beginner learning tools in the descriptions. Now let's get back to the lesson.
Creating simple sentences.
In this section, we will learn how to create simple sentences in Bahasa Indonesia. In Bahasa Indonesia, a sentence usually starts with subject, predicate, and object, which is quite similar to English. So if you also speak English, this structure will be easy to understand.
Let's create sentences. I'm Maria.
In Indonesian, there is no to be, so we simply remove am. I and me in Indonesian are saya, so we say saya Maria.
I eat chicken.
Saya eat, makan, chicken, ayam. So the sentence becomes saya makan ayam. If you want to say yesterday I ate chicken, you don't change the structure. You just add a time marker. Yesterday is kemarin. So the sentence becomes kemarin saya makan ayam.
I go to a restaurant to eat chicken.
Let's break it down. Saya, go, pergi, restoran, eat, makan, chicken, ayam. For location, in Indonesian uses ke. So if we want to say to a restaurant, we say ke restoran. So, I go to a restaurant in Indonesian is saya pergi ke restoran. Now, how do we say to eat chicken? In this sentence, the first to shows location. That's why we use ke. But the second to shows purpose. not a location. So we don't use ke again. For purpose or reason, you need to use untuk, which means for. So the full sentence is, saya pergi ke restoran untuk makan ayam. Saya pergi ke restoran untuk makan ayam. And if you want to say this happened yesterday, just add the time marker yesterday. So you say, kemarin saya pergi ke restoran untuk makan ayam.
Adjective and position.
Now let's learn how adjectives work in Indonesian. For example, you want to say hot coffee. Hot, panas. Coffee, kopi. But if you say panas kopi, this structure is wrong. In Bahasa Indonesia, the structure is object first and put the adjective after the object. So, hot coffee is kopi panas.
Kopi panas.
And if you want to say black coffee is kopi hitam. Hitam means black. Before we move on, just a quick note. If you would like to learn at deeper level and access all the exercises, the follow-up lesson video is available through YouTube membership. If you become a member of Learn Indonesian online channel, you can access all of them. Not only that, you also help support this channel while keep learning Bahasa Indonesia at the same time. So now let's continue our lesson.
Now let's learn how to show position in Indonesian.
How do we say, my coffee?
In Bahasa Indonesia, there is no word for my like in English. So we use I and me, which is saya. But if you say saya kopi, it doesn't mean my coffee. It means I am a coffee. So don't say this. In Indonesian, you reverse the order. So my coffee is kopi saya.
My friend's coffee.
Friend is teman. So my friend is teman saya. To say my friend's coffee, start from the word at the end, then move forward. So you say kopi teman saya. You might also hear kopinya teman saya. What is nya, by the way? In this case, nya is to emphasize that the coffee belongs to my friend. Both sentences are correct and natural. So you can say kopi teman saya or kopinya teman saya.
Now, let's put it all together.
This is my coffee, and that is my friend's coffee.
This, ini, that, itu, and dan. So you can say ini kopi saya dan itu kopi teman saya. Ini kopi saya dan itu kopi teman saya. That's the end of our lesson in this video. If you think this video is very helpful to learn Bahasa Indonesia, please show your appreciation by liking, leaving a comment, and sharing this video to others. Your appreciation and support motivate me to continue making next videos in this channel. So, see you in the next video. Sampai jumpa lagi di video selanjutnya.